National Park Nighthawk women's basketball is on the Nighthawk Network, your official home for Nighthawk athletics this season. Our featured women's basketball player of the week this week, Miss Amaya Coakley. Amaya, welcome to Nighthawk Nation. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Killeen, Texas. I'm a military child. I grew up with just me, my brother, and my little sister. I grew up in a small, somewhat town. A lot of crazy things because I live on base, so I live near the base and stuff like that. But I can say basketball has been a good and bad thing for me. I ventured a lot to school. Then when college came, went from school to school and a sort. So I can say that I'm a very interesting person.
Coming from a place like Texas where, there's just a lot of people to begin with, a lot of basketball players as well. So, whenever it's saturated with that level of talent, how do you find ways to stand out and make yourself more noticeable in the spotlight in order to move on to the next level?
I can say that my speed and me being left-handed makes me stand out more than anything because the way that I'm able to catch myself and still go 100 miles per hour is like a attraction thing. People want to see and watch what I do. Like most of the time when I go play at different schools and we have tournaments and stuff, there will always be people to come up and talk to me and say how good I played or to keep pushing and keep playing basketball.
How did you get to National Park College? Tell me your story about becoming a Nighthawk.
I think around in the summertime, I was texting my old coach, Coach Booker, at State Fair, and he was asking me like what schools I wanted to go to and where I wanted to go, and I told him it doesn't matter. I like playing out of state. I love being in Texas, but I'd rather play out of state to get more experience and to see more talent and where other basketball players can do and go type stuff. So my friend, Aaliyah, her dad ended up helping me get to National Park. So it was either a school in Iowa, somewhere in Texas, and then National Park came up. So I looked up Arkansas, I looked around, seen the school, seen the campus, seen that it was new and everything. And I did see the record, but the record didn't really bother me because you can grow from stuff like that. And so I decided to come.
It feels like game by game, this team continues to get better. When you win, it builds your confidence. When you lose, it drives your hunger to get better. What has it been like? You closed 2021 on a 3-game win streak, a really high note for this program, and then had some trouble against North Ark as we began Region II play. Coming off of that loss, how has it helped inspire this team as you turn around and get ready for another big matchup this week?
I feel like the more hungry we are, the more fuller we get and the more we expect to win. So the more we expect to win, the more we want to play together. We want to be a team. I feel like in the beginning it was like more of I, more than just we. So it was more, everybody was worried about, this their second year or their first year. They're trying to get looks. They're trying to get noticed. They're trying to get out of the national park. They're trying to go far. But the thing is, what we got to understand is in order to play as a team, we have to want to get each other out together because it takes two to tango. It doesn't just take just one person. You can't do everything by yourself. So as we started to grow and started to play more as a team and seeing what everybody could do, the more we started to trust each other and the more we started to build and grow and grow and grow. The winning was a great thing, but then we started to realize when we don't play together and when we play selfishly or we don't do the things that we practice, then the results show at the end and we end up losing by 10 or 3 or 7 or 13, or we just let a team just dog walk us because we just stop caring and we give up. When we don't give up and we fight, like when we played Southwest Tennessee the first time, then the second time, that was a completely different team. And I was more proud than happy. I was proud that we actually won together as a team. We did everything that we practiced. We talked, we communicate, we fought. We just kept playing. Even if we did lose, we still played as a team. We played with heart. And everybody brought energy. Even if they didn't play, even if they didn't start or had any minutes, everybody was there for one another. And we were like a family.
Back in the kettle this week, your team's looking for a bounce back. You've got SAU Tech on tap. Coach Battles has been working you hard in practice, not only just you, but the entire team. What has been the game plan? What is it that you're working on in practice? And ultimately, what is the key to getting your first conference win this week?
Honestly, we've been working on shooting more because our shooting percentage isn't that high. Because honestly, I'll say there's 20% drivers and the rest are shooters. So everybody has their own game. So when you try to mix it up, come game time, it's kind of hard to mix it up because you haven't been practicing on it. If you're a shooter and you're trying to drive, all of a sudden, you can't make as much shots as you do like you would when you shoot. So it's like when everybody plays their game and do what they're good at doing, we'll be fine. So he's been having us work on shooting, defense, but mostly shooting and finishing. Finishing is probably our biggest weakness. Is if we don't finish, it's going to be hard to beat a team because we have good shots, we have great openings, great drives. It's just we got to get the ball in the basket, and that's his main thing this week is to get the ball in the basket and to not fear anybody we play against, no matter if we're the smallest team on the court. We're just as big as them. We tie our shoes up the same as they do. So just to keep fighting and be a team and working hard until the end.
You talk about your game. Let's look at your game a little bit. You've come in, you're a new face for this program, but you're making an impact early. You're one of the leading scorers for this team. You pass the ball well. You're up high on assists and also rebounds. What is it that you feel like are your biggest strengths as this team moves ahead into the heart of NJCAA Region II play?
I'll say I'm a game changer. I've always been told that since I've been younger, like a little kid. So it's like, even in high school, middle school, every time I came in the game would change in a good way, not a negative way. I can move the ball. I can see things that others can't see. I can create plays. Like when I take the ball out. Taking the ball out is probably the hardest thing to do because you're under a lot of pressure. You don't want to just throw it and then give them the ball. When I take the ball, in my opinion, I feel like I make like many plays between each of the players on my team. So I see who can do this, who can catch this, who can do that, or who's going to read what I'm doing. So it's like, it's a good thing, and I like that about myself, that I can read it before it happens and then make the good impact to the end. But I feel like I came and made a great impact. I appreciate all the friendships that I made, becoming closer with everyone, meeting new people, being in town here, and I feel like I enjoyed it here, and it was cool. It was fun.
Amaya, congratulations on the honor this week and good luck against SAU Tech. Is there anybody that you would like to say hello to who may be watching?
I want to shout out to my mom, my grandpa, my uncle, all my friends, and everyone that I pretty much love because you guys have continued to push me and help me thrive even more, and I appreciate that. And I really thank you guys a lot. I'm grateful for you guys. So, yeah.
Amaya Coakley of the National Park Nighthawk women's basketball team. More on this week's game coming up next. This is Nighthawk women's basketball on the Nighthawk Network.